Hey, you guys, welcome to the Slimy Show. Hit the like and subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell icon for the notifications so you get notified whenever I go live and whenever I upload content. Okay, let's read out this letter. Dated April 8, 2026, which is 2 days ago. To the Honorable Kamla Persad Bissessar, SCMP, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Office of the Prime Minister, Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Dear Prime Minister Persad Bissessar, I write with regards to matters you have raised publicly in relation to the 5th regular meeting of the CARICOM of Heads Government of the Caribbean Community CARICOM, which was held in St. Kitts and Nevis from 24th to the 27th of February 2026. As the attached timeline of communications sent to member states on the 50th meeting of the conference shows, all member states were duly informed of the program of events and the draft agenda of the meeting, including which agenda items were programmed to be taken in plenary sessions, in caucus, and in the retreat of heads only. Understand that, okay? It was a head of government meeting. So a timeline of events was sent out in advance so everybody knew where they were supposed to be, basically. With particular regard to the retreat of heads, all heads of government were provided with CARICOM shirts tailored to measurements supplied by their offices, including your office. The officers of all heads of government were informed of the date and venue of the retreat via official correspondence prior to the meeting of the correspondence and supplemented by communication during the meeting. The receipt of all official correspondence related to the convening of the 50th meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government was acknowledged by all member states, including Trinidad and Tobago. The program of work for the retreat, including the following 2 agenda items of the conference: 11. Geopolitical developments, and 12. Financing and governance of the community. The latter, which would normally include matters related to finance and operations of the Secretariat, and any other matters any head of government may wish to raise. However, you departed St. Kitts and Nevis on the evening of the first day of the conference, 25th February, before the retreat on the 26th of February. I considered it important for Trinidad and Tobago to be present at the retreat, so I inquired whether your foreign minister would be able to participate. He declined an invitation to attend the retreat, citing personal issues with using the water taxi transit, which is the standard mode of transportation for the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. He indicated that he feared he would get seasick.
What?
During the retreat, under the conference agenda item, Financing and Governance of the Community, heads considered and agreed to the reappointment of the Secretary General as provided for under Article 24 of the revised Treaty of Sagramus, which specifies a role for the community in the appointment determined by the conference. The Secretary General was not in the room during the discussion of this matter. The meeting also agreed that I should delay the announcement so as to inform, as a matter of courtesy, the heads who were not able to be present at the retreat. Before the official announcement was made, I attempted to reach out personally to each of these heads of government by email and telephone calls to inform them of the decision taken, but was unable to speak with you. I did not receive a response from you to my email and some other delays. I was informed that I should speak with your foreign minister.
Surprise!
It is unfortunate that statements are being made and letters are being released in the public domain rather than using the existing channels for internal discussion and clarification of matters. To allow a discussion of the issues, the 25th Special Emergency Meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM, which was convened for Tuesday, April 7, was postponed because of the funeral of former President of Suriname, to be held Friday, April 10, 2026 at 2 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago time. I sincerely hope you will be able to participate. Prime Minister, I continue to stand ready to speak with you whenever you wish. I can be reached directly at phone number Please accept Prime Minister assurances of my highest consideration. This is a letter from Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis and Chairman of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM. My friends, people of Trinidad and Tobago and betrayed members of CARICOM, I am tired of watching them play us for fools. Let me tell you about Kamla Persad Bissessar. Let me tell you about who she really is. She is not your leader. She is not a champion of this region. Kamla Persad Bissessar is wholly owned and operated by the United States of America. Full stop. She's a Manchurian candidate, a programmed asset who smiles in our faces while taking orders from Washington. You see her standing next to Marco Rubio. She does not care about CARICOM. Her mission, now that Trinidad and Tobago is a vassal state of the United States, her mission is to wreck that unity that we find in CARICOM. She does not care about CARICOM. Let me say that again. She does not care about our Caribbean family. Her mission, her explicit traitorous mission, is to destroy that union from the inside. Kamla Persad Bissessar was given the schedule ahead of time. She even had an outfit picked out for her with t-shirts and all that stuff. She got her measurements and all of that stuff. She knew she was supposed to be at the head of state meeting. After her meeting with Marco Rubio on the first night, she left. She abandoned her responsibilities as Prime Minister for CARICOM. And remember, since Kamla Persad Bissessar became Prime Minister, this was her first opportunity. No, it wasn't her first opportunity, but it was the first time she actually showed up at that meeting. And if you guys listen to the video I made on this earlier, I said even back then, it is Kamla Persad Bissessar's mission to mash up this union. And here we are today with this whole brouhaha that's all in the public domain. It's all supposed to smear CARICOM, and it's all totally stupid. It's totally planned. You guys need to wake up and look at what is going on. Kamla Persad Bissessar is controlled. She is taking her orders from Marco Rubio, Donald Trump, and Washington. It is her mission. It is her government's mission to destroy this union. You guys need to take this focus away from Sobers and put it back to Kamla, because this was her job, her responsibility. She knew ahead of time that she was supposed to do this and did not. You know, it's like pretty much what she's doing what she does at home. She just stays at home and totally abandons her duty. Succeeding because you all get distracted too easily. Look at this nonsense about Sobers. It was a head of government meeting. It's all a distraction. They threw that name out like a piece of meat. And half of Trinidad, like a piece of red meat, and half of Trinidad went barking behind us. The focus should be on why she left. I do not trust a single compromised member of this UNC government. Not one. But I will tell you who I do believe. Ralph Gonsalves. Before any of them. Before the puppet Kamla and her Washington masters. Because here is the truth they don't want you to hear. CARICOM will turn to Venezuela. Do you understand? While Kamla kneels to the Americans, the rest of the region will have no choice but to look to the south for survival. And Trinidad is about to get a big blank, a slap in the face, an isolation that will leave us standing alone.
All of a sudden, yesterday, the Prime Minister alights and decides to announce that she is having a diplomatic mission go across to Venezuela. A diplomatic mission go across to Venezuela. The first question is, Kamla Persad Bissessar, do you recognize Her Excellency Delcy Rodriguez as the current acting president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela? Do you? We still can't get an answer to that because you spent years insulting Delcy Rodriguez, years abusing us for our relationship with our closest neighbor. Well, I'll have you know something. Not only have sanctions been lifted against Delcy, but she is recognized in the White House as the president of Venezuela. So all of a sudden, Madam Persona non grata wakes up and decides, oh, we need to get to Venezuela, because we have been saying for months now from this platform and others, you are destroying Trinidad and Tobago and putting us at a disadvantage because you are giving the multinational oil and gas companies a free run. So you wake up yesterday, you go down to give out P&M procured fire trucks, pretend it's yours, and suddenly you wake up and decide you have to go to Venezuela, and persona non grata can't go to Venezuela. So she says, I'm sending a diplomatic mission. You all are incompetent and you are destroying Trinidad and Tobago.
Betrayed by our own Prime Minister. Wake up, Trinidad and Tobago. Stop being distracted. Look at who is holding this leash. Kamla Persad Bissessar is an enemy of the country, and it's time we called her for what she is.